Hello, Dr. S. Rawat here. Today I'll talk briefly about time-restricted eating or intermittent fasting. As winter approaches, it's increasingly difficult to maintain an ideal weight, particularly as outdoor activities are now more restricted. We go for shorter walks outside, you can't play outdoor tennis as much. And so generally speaking, unless you are actively pursuing indoor sports or have hobbies such as, going to the gym, badminton, table tennis, squash, that kind of thing, it's rather difficult to be active and maintain good weight. And so apart from, doing more core strengthening, muscle building exercise, it's also quite important to try to limit your dietary intake and not become overweight over winter. Now, depends on your personality. Some people are very disciplined, they're able to control what they eat very well, and some people have difficulty doing so, and I certainly feel I belong in that category. I find it difficult if I have Halloween sweets and Diwali mithai in the fridge. I find it very difficult to control myself and not eat those things. So rather than trying to overly restrict myself, I choose to do time restricted eating, generally speaking, particularly over winter time. So I'll tell you what my regime is, and there are of course lots of different computations and permutations on how you can do this. Personally, I try to not eat a meal after 5 p.m. So after 5 p.m. I would allow myself certain things. I'd allow myself green tea. In fact, I drink lots of green tea over the day. It's just good to keep your stomach full and stop you from snacking. You can also have black coffee, that's what you prefer. I would also allow myself fruits and salad, because these are things which are growing above the ground, very low carbohydrate intake. Even if there is, it has antioxidants, vitamins, and lots of goodness. So I wouldn't restrict those things to myself. And I would try to then, after 5 p.m., have this period where I'm not having a proper meal. Now, of course, there will be days when you get together with friends and have a meal, and those would be your cheat days. But even on those days, if you're well aware of those plans, it may be sensible to perhaps skip breakfast or have a prolonged fasting period in the morning instead, and try to get your body to cleanse. The whole theory with fasting is a bit like sleep for your brain. Your body has time when it takes in energy in the form of food, but also it needs time to process everything and clean things up, clean up all the debris, all the antioxidants. And fasting can do that for your liver and generally for your health.